welcome. I mean, not my dear patrons. Oh, I'm so used to talking to my patrons every day. Hello, my dear friends on YouTube. If you want to be a patron, I'll tell you how. Go to patreon.com, patreon.com, FlyLady Kat. You can find me there, or there's a link below here that you can just click on. It'll take you right there. You can join us. It's a video every single day and Monday through Friday, about anywhere from 2 to 7, 10 minutes. They're not very long, but they set up your day and it helps you if you're an at-home homemaker. If you're a payroll homemaker, you can also see information throughout the week. I'll be giving you, your rituals that you have to do every day to keep your house in great shape and keep you feeling good. But also I'll give you some assignments for the weekend so you don't have to work during the week and then come home and work again. I want you to have rituals, and that's all. My rituals are what FlyLady calls routines. Okay, so I see there's a couple of people on here. Let me check something real quick. Okay, good. And I look forward to saying good morning to you. So please tell me good morning. I see you popping on. And today we're going to have a great day. I feel well. I'm over the flu. I'm over the after effects of the flu. Thank goodness. Today is the first day of Lent. And so we have 40 days of Lent, 46 days till Easter. So if you're ready to plan for Easter, in the back of March, in our planner from Kimmy is the She's in Her Apron planner is, actually it's not in the back of March, it's the back of April because it's 46 days away. And you wonder why there's 40 days of Lent and 46 days till Easter. That's because Sundays aren't considered days of Lent. Kimberly Jackson, good morning, Kat. Hey, Kimberly, nice to have you. Welcome. Hope everything went okay with your husband this morning. Let's see. Oh, I'm looking. I don't know. I'm a little flighty from time to time. I was looking to see what my plan was for today. Oh, I know. Today I want to talk about something that I heard in a friend of mine's son's first sermon at his new church. And he is handicapped. He was injured in an accident and has lost the use of his legs for several years now. And he is in a wheelchair and he's doing fantastic. And the one thing that he said that we need to avoid is comparison. And I know that my at-home homemakers and payroll homemakers compare themselves with other people all the time. And the reason we don't want to do that, besides the fact that you're the CEO, hey Candace, she said, hey Kat and Mr. B, good morning, Mr. B.
Good morning.
Good morning, yeah. But the thing that he talked about was the fact that comparison steals your joy. And we need all the joy we can get. So hey Pam Schaefer, don't compare yourselves to others. Babe, could you open that curtain a little bit so I can get some sun on this side of my face?
I don't like the sunshine.
I need a little something going on here. It's a little dead. Ooh, that's much better. Thanks. Okay, so today we can talk about comparison, how we don't want to compare ourselves to others. I will tell you that Mr. B is putting out a series of videos based on my, and they're short videos, based on my an original video called How to Do the FlyLady System for Newbies. It's just a little bullet every day. So if you have ever watched that, or if you have or have not ever watched that, it's a good refresher for those of you who have. For those of you who haven't, it's a way to baby step your way through that tape, because it is about an hour's worth of listening and writing. You want to stop and write things down. So you can write things down between these little videos that'll pop up every now and then for you. So make sure to look for those. Okay. Let's see. So far I've got 2 people who've said hello. Is that correct? Mr. B said, happy day, everyone. Candace and Pam. That's it. Girlies. Come on. Come on. I gotta be in live chat, not top chat. Maybe I missed somebody. Oh, that's it. All right. Something else I wanted to talk to you about. Can't remember what it was. I keep hitting my knees on the table where I have my thing sitting, so I'm sorry. So, I know. Good morning, Nicole Golsinski from Maryland. Peter Pablo, 1999. Hello, Mr. B. Pete Pablo.
Hello.
He said hello. Today I was sitting on my porch. I'm in Florida. We have an earlier spring than most. It was 70 degrees and it was so beautiful. And I'm not saying that. Thank you, Nicole. Happy Ash Wednesday to you. I wasn't sitting out there. I'm not bragging. I'm just telling you how pleasant it was to sit on my back porch. Not just the temperature being nice, but my back porch is tidy. I have plants. I cut some of the brown off of some dead leaves and things and got them zhuzhed up for the spring. It is this week is zone 1 for me, zone 1 for my system, the way I teach it. And zone 1 is entryways, which include patios and porches. So if it's too cold for you, it's impossible or impractical for you to clean off your porch. Do have it in your plan for next month or month after next, depending on where you live in the world. But if it's nice where you are now, go ahead and clean off that porch and really learn to enjoy it. You know, get the pollen, because we're in pollen town right now. Wipe the pollen off the table. Have a little side table to put your coffee on or your water on, maybe your Bible, your planner. Sit out there in the morning and connect with the Lord and really enjoy that. Annette Boak. Hi, Annette from Western Iowa, blizzard country. My husband is clearing the drifts with our tractor. Oh, honey. Okay, you can't do this right now, but do think about it and plan for it so that you can enjoy it. And I did think about you guys who have the terrible snows and drifts, etc. And I thought the same goes for any room in your house. When you've gotten your room decluttered and tidy, it's a pleasure to sit, to read a book in that room, to watch television in that room, to talk to your sweetheart in that room. And if you're older, like me and Mr. B, and a lot of you who have no kids in the home, to enjoy your meal in that room possibly. And it's just a pleasure to walk through that room. The same with your bedroom. If your bed is made and your pillows are on there nicely and it's a smooth, pretty surface and you've got your side tables tidied and you know those drawers are tidy and your closet's all nice and your bathroom, if you have one, is nice and you walk into your bedroom, it's such a pleasure to be in that room. The same with your bathroom, your kitchen, your entryway, your laundry room, your mudroom, any room in your house. Once you get it all decluttered and really start living in that room and not being distracted by anything, but instead having a streamlined, comfortable room. And I'm not talking about perfect. I'm not talking about antiseptic. You know what I mean? I'm just talking about a comfy room. I mean, I have a throw on my couch. I've got some pillows on my couch. Sometimes I put my head here and cover up with this and lay down and watch television or read. You know, that's comfortable for me. Or I sit up and I read, or I watch television or talk or do my planner or talk to my sister on the phone or sit in my chair. You know, it's a wonderful, comfortable place to be. So let me see what you guys are saying. Let's see. You're probably telling me about your crazy weather, and I love it. I love hearing about it. And aren't we glad for all of it, every bit of it? Aren't we grateful? Okay. Annette, so glad to have you here. I don't think I've ever had you on my channel before. I don't recall speaking to you or Pete. Nicole, I think I've talked to you before lots of times. Pam Schaefer, I think it's been a while. Kimberly and Candace talk to me all the time, and I mentor them. Okay, here's what we have next. Annette said, hi, this is Annette from, I already read you, Annette. Your husband's out there with the tractor clearing the drifts. Isn't it wonderful that you have a tractor? Aren't you grateful for that? Candace said, the women's church retreat at my place last Saturday was a success. Yay. Oh, this isn't the Candace. This is the Candace with an A. I don't mentor you, Candace. I'd love to if you'd like me to, but you're not the Candace I mentor, but that's okay. So you had the retreat at your house last Saturday, which was a success. I was ready by the day before and able to relax before 22 women got here, and I had everything cleaned up and put away right after. That is wonderful, Candace, and I'm so happy for you, and I know you're proud of yourself. I know you really are proud of yourself because you did that. You know, I didn't do that. Your friends didn't do that. You did it. You made the plan and you stuck to your plan. You used self-discipline. I'm so proud of you for you, you know, because I know you're proud of yourself and that makes me happy. All right, let's see. Ooh, Ghani's on here. Hold on. Let's see if I missed anybody. Okay. Hi, Ghani. I've been thinking about you and thinking about you. How are you? Good to have you here. Christy Stinson, good morning. Hi, Christy. How are you? Annette said, I did up all my dishes last night in case power went out. That's a good reason. What's another good reason to do up all your dishes every night? So that when you wake up in the morning and you walk into your kitchen, instead of wah, wah, you walk into your kitchen, it's like, good morning. It's a great way to wake up, even if you're not a morning person. So good job. Do it again. Okay, do it again. And I like your planning, because you knew the power might go out. So that was good, but do it every night and see how good you feel. Right after dinner. Katie, good morning, everyone. We got 10 inches of snow in Minnesota last night. No travel advised. We are home today and it's lovely and it's clean and tidy in the house. Yay, Katie. I'm so happy for you. And I know, again, you're proud of yourself for that. Makes you feel good, doesn't it? Like I felt good on my back porch this morning with my trimmed up plants and everything's clean and there's no pollen back there and there's screens and I can look through the screen at the beautiful blue sky, etc. So good. Who's next here? Sarah Kay. Hey, Sarah. Good morning. I'm sitting in the waiting room at the hospital while my mom is in surgery listening to your live and knitting. Oh, I'm so glad that you're able to have a distraction while your mother's in the surgery. I know that it's tough. And we'll say a prayer we'll say a prayer right now. Father, we ask you to guide the surgeon's hands and put your angels around Sarah's mother and take her through her surgery with ease. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, there we go, Sarah. So hopefully you can just keep knitting and enjoying the live. Candace said, you mentored me several years ago for a couple of months and it made such a difference. I knew you seemed familiar, but I knew I had a Candace. I do mentor about 50 people a month. A lot of times it's the same people. Sometimes I get new people. Well, often I get new people. So Candace's name is so close to Candace with an I that I forgot Candace, but I'm so glad it helped you. And I'm, just a couple of months and it changed your world, didn't it? I'm so glad. Hey, Marty, good morning. Marty's my sister. She's got that little wrench because she's one of my, what do you call them? Monitors? Mary Sellers said, good morning, Kat and Mr. B. Roll Tide. Roll Tide, Mary Sellers. I'm excited for next year. Larry's Nashville Sound Hub. That's Mr. B. RT, Marty? Oh, Roll Tide Mary. Roll Tide Mary. I thought you were talking to Marty. Sarah said, made me tear up. Thank you for your prayer. Oh, Sarah, you're welcome. What are you knitting? I wish I could knit. I can crochet, but I don't have the patience for knitting or for what's the other, quilting. Marty can. She's more patient than me. Gani said, Sarah Kay, I'll pray for your mother. Yes, she'll be fine. I know it's tough. It's your mama. All right, what else are we talking about today besides snowdrifts? Does anybody have spring like me? Do you have pollen? Have you cleaned your porch this week? What have you done? Have you worked in your zone? Are you watching, if you're my patrons, the daily videos that remind you what we're doing? That would be great. Pam's praying for your mom, Sarah. That's lovely. Okay, so what are you doing? What are you doing in your zone this week? Did you work zone 1? You are the CEO of your home. And even though I suggest that you do zone 1 this month, you might not. You might do another area, or you might be having a project that you're working on. Please don't do your project in your zone. It's way too much, and over time, it builds resentment because you're doing so much. So just your zone or your project, okay? Okay, Sarah said, thank you, ladies, for your prayers. I'm working on a pair of socks. I'm better at crochet, but learned to knit a few months ago, and I've been slowly practicing. So, do you find it, you know how fast we can whip up something in crochet. However, crocheted socks are not beautiful in my book. The knitting is much better, so congratulations on that. My grandmother, she did something called tatting, which is a little tiny embroidery with a little tiny tat needle and some kind of really thin, thick kind of string, and she made doilies and baby lace and things like that, pillowcase lace. She also did lace embroidery, I think. Okay, let's see. Mr. B said, join my Patreon channel for $6.50. Be mentored by Kat. And he's talking about daily mentoring, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And we put it out at 6 a.m. Eastern, 7 Central, 8 Mountain,
talking about mentoring.
9 Pacific. And that is in the United States and of course in different times in other parts of the world. But that gets it to you in the United States and Canada and Mexico early in the morning, so you can get your day started. So that's just a little daily mentoring. But if you really want one-on-one mentoring, then you want to come over and then send me a note and say, hey, I'm interested. I'd like to talk to you about it. I'll talk to you about it. We'll discuss if it's right for you. I'll tell you what times I have available, if those are right for you. And if you decide it's right for you or you want to be waitlisted, then I will go ahead and get that ball rolling for you. And we'll do one-on-one mentoring by phone, 25 minutes, either once a week or once every other week, depending on which one you pick. Okay? All right, let's see. Okay, Sarah said knitting takes so much longer than crochet, but I do love the flexibility it gives to garments. Tatting looks so fun. I'd try it if I ever had the chance. I know Grandma's not around to show me how, but I'm sure I have the ability because I can crochet. Candace, working on zone 1, we have 4 entries into the house and also vacuum the stairwell during zone 1. That's your choice, and that's great. That's great, and I think that's something I taught maybe at some point. I was teaching, don't forget your stairs. You can put those in the entryway, and I still believe that. I just forget about that because now I don't live in a house with stairs. You know, it's not all about me, really. It's about you, but I do forget sometimes, so that's a good reminder. Thank you so much for that. What has everybody else been doing? I know I've got 20 people on here. Did you do any zone work? Have you started doing zone work? You know, zone work is we divide your house into 5 sections. You can elect how you want them divided. For example, the living area, you might want to include the dining area. You might want to include the upstairs loft. You know, it's up to you. You might just want to do the living room, and that's fine too. So that's zone 5. Zone 3 is also super flexible because zone 3 is the other room. So it's not the entryway, which we can include the stairwell. It's not, and you can include the front hall bathroom if you want to, if it's right there at the front door. You know, you get to do what you want to do. Number 2, zone 2 is the kitchen. So that could be the kitchen, the eat-in kitchen, the kitchen in the dining room. You can choose that. It depends on the state of your kitchen. Most people have to just keep it to the kitchen. Zone 3 is the other room. So that would be any room but the kitchen, the entryway, the living area, and one more, which is zone 4, which is the main bedroom. That would be your bedroom, your bathroom if you have one ensuite, and your closet, master closet, main closet. But all the other rooms, the children's bedrooms, the game room, the laundry room, etc., those would be called other rooms. And that's zone 3. Nicole said, my dishwasher broke. Oh no, I've been trying to wash the dishes after every meal to keep up. That's what you would do. It's taking some adjusting. I feel like a 1950s housewife. You know, Larry and I lived full-time in an RV for 3 years, in a big RV. And it had no dishwasher, and I had to wash dishes after every meal. And I found that if you just do them real quick as soon as you eat, it's not too bad. But it's not as nice as putting them in a dishwasher. Hopefully you can get yours fixed soon. Okay. Hopefully it's fixable. All right, guys, how are we doing on time? We've got about 5 more minutes. So if you have a question to ask me, now's the time. I'd be happy to answer that. I hope that you're using your planner on a regular basis. I hope that you are thinking about what you need to do in your zone, those 4 things that you do in your zone. Sarah said we have a countertop dishwasher that we run twice a day. It's been a lifesaver for me living without a dishwasher for the last 7 years. Ooh, Sarah, I know. You must have a big family, Sarah, to run it twice a day. But good for you. Wonderful. So your planner, you want to make sure you're thinking about every week. the week before when you're planning for the next week. What 4 things, what 4 15-minute units do I want to do in my zone? And you put that in your planner. When am I going to do my rituals? There's not what rituals am I going to do. We're going to do all the rituals every day because rituals are for you and they change how you feel about yourself and they get you ready. So that morning ritual when you get up and you make your bed and wash your face and brush your teeth and fix your hair and moisturize your skin and put on makeup if you want to, get dressed, put your pajamas away, swish and swipe the other bathrooms, go in the kitchen, empty the dishwasher, grab yourself something to drink or make some coffee, maybe put a load of laundry in. All those, that whole thing is a ritual, and then the laundry is another ritual. And just imagine in 30 minutes you've got that done. You look good, you feel good, your room looks good, your bed's made, your kitchen dishwasher's empty, it's ready to put the dishes in for breakfast. How much more complete do you feel? How much less of a martyr do you feel when you're taking care of your family? Because if you take care of yourself first with this ritual, you're going to feel so much more able to take care of everyone else. Sarah says, I have a question. I'm out of state with my mother through Sunday, and my in-laws are back at home with my children, so my husband can work. How much do I delegate to them versus do myself for the week? Talking about at your home because you're not home, right? So you're at your in-laws, they're at your house, you're asking people what to do in your house. The things I would have them do in your house is dishes, maybe some laundry. It's up to you. You know, if you can get away without having to do laundry, you can double up for a week when you come back. Make the beds. You know, anything else you feel like is absolutely imperative. Maybe pick up 2 or 3 times a day. When we call that a clutter stop. Okay, and Sarah, and then at your in-laws' home, you also want to keep their home presentable, but you don't have to do deep cleaning, or decluttering. Particularly for the grocery order that would normally place later in the week for a pickup the next day. You would do the grocery order. You can do that from away, and then order it and then pick it up when you get home. That's my suggestion, unless they need food, and then you can say, "Hey, I've got some groceries ordered. Go pick them up." Sarah said, should I ask them to get it all or place the order myself and for them to pick up? So I think I addressed that. I would, if they just need a few things, then ask them what they need and do a separate order so they don't have a whole lot to do. Because I'm telling you, as a mother, a grandmother, it's exhausting taking care of kids when you're not used to it. And when you get home, you're pretty tired. So don't give them too much extra. But of course, you know, when my grandchildren were younger, I would clean up and make sure the dishes were emptied in the morning. And I didn't swish and swipe at their house. I made the bed. I made sure the kids had their homework. You know, all the things we had to do, took them where they needed to go. That was plenty. So, all right, let's see what time it is. We have 2 minutes. Let me see if there's any more questions. Any more questions? No, there's 32 of you on here. Yay. So you want to do your rituals every day. So you've got the morning ritual, the laundry ritual, the after dinner ritual where everybody who eats puts their dish in the dishwasher. Somebody wipes the table, somebody wipes the counter. The cook cleans up their own pots and pans, the stove, and the cooking area, you know, if they use part of the counter. And then somebody can sweep the floor. So you can delegate the wipe the table, wipe the counters, sweep the floor if you have people to delegate to. If you're just there by yourself, you might not even eat in the kitchen and you don't need to sweep the floor because you didn't spill anything, but keep your eyes open. Every now and then you need to sweep the floor. Okay, and then we've got our before bed ritual, which is also for you, and that is to take care of your body and your clothes as soon after supper as you can. So you go take your bath or your shower, or you just get cleaned up for bed. You put your PJs on, you put your dirty clothes away, put clean clothes back wherever they go, and lay out your clothes for the next day. That is the before bed ritual number 1. Before bed ritual number 2 is right before bed, where you brush your teeth, make sure there's soap in the dishwasher, and you turn it on, and you go to bed on time. Those are critical things. And then we have 3 clutter stops, and that's in the morning. You just look around to make sure you have left anything out. It needs to be put up. Do it now. In the afternoon, or if you're at home around lunchtime, the same thing. And then right around bedtime, if you have littles, you do that before they go to bed. Pick up their stuff with them. If they're too little, if they're bigger, then you can just point and have them do one little thing at a time. All right, that's it for today. I think I had one more question. Let me see. Annette said, my upstairs bedroom has been trashed with Christmas decor, waiting till I have time to declutter. Last weekend, I stuffed it all back in the storeroom when we had an unexpected guest. What's your project plan? Your project plan, what is a project plan? It's to get a piece of paper and write on top of it, storage room, if that's what it is. And then you say start date, and maybe you're going to start tomorrow. And then end date, and these go up on the top of the page. Like here's the page, project, start date, end date. And then over here, you're going to write a vision statement and a mission statement. The vision statement is what this room is going to look like when it's done. And the mission statement is how you're going to use this room. Oh, and that's also in your vision statement, what it's going to look like when it's done and how you're going to use the room. The mission statement is what you're going to have to do to get it there. And then you make a column with all the individual things you have to do. And it's overwhelming. So I want you to open the door to that storage room and either start to the left or start to the right and either go clockwise or counterclockwise, writing down all the things you have to do. Just start at the top, work your way down, and write your list. Then on the outside of that item, you're going to put how many minutes it's going to take to do that one thing. And that includes putting the giveaway in the trunk. That includes throwing the trash in the garbage. And that includes taking things out of that storage room that don't belong in there and putting them where they belong. That's called put away. And reorganizing that room as your vision statement states. You know, I'm going to have a place for my crafts, a place for my blah, 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 okay? Christmas, etc. So then you're going to add up all the minutes. And at the end, you're going to say, how many minutes a week am I going to work on my project? And normally you're switching it out for zones, which is 1 hour or 60 minutes. You can work up to 2 hours a week on a project, but do not do project and zone, period. So if it's 120 minutes, or if it's 90 minutes, or if it's 60 minutes, however many minutes you plan on working in there, divide it into the total number of minutes, and that will give you the number of weeks it will take to accomplish this job. If it's going to take you longer than 3 weeks, add an extra week for slippage. So if it's going to take you 6 weeks, say it's going to take you 7 weeks, 3 weeks, extra weeks, and then 3 weeks. And maybe even 8 weeks, because maybe at the end of 3 weeks, you need another week for slippage because you underestimated. If you didn't underestimate, that's fine. You can still use the plans. You're going to put your end. So when you get your number of days total, including your slippage, you're going to go to your calendar and count them off and say, oh, that's April 15th. And you put April 15th as your end date. And then you think, that's 5 days before Easter. And now you can see it. It's a light at the end of the tunnel. It's going to be done and look like my vision statement by April 15th, 5 days before Easter. Yay. Okay, that's a project. All right, girls, I have to go. I did see Kimmy pop in. Hey, Kimmy. Kimmy's my friend. Oops, I dropped something on the floor. Kimmy, hold on. Kimmy's my friend, dear friend. I mentored her originally a long time ago. She shared me on her channel, the She's in Her Apron channel, and she has this wonderful planner that I talk about all the time. It was a work of love from Kimmy. She's made it fat and juicy with wonderful things that we need. I've already talked about the end of April having your Easter plan in it. I highly recommend that you get this planner at she'sinherapron.com. She's in her apron, all one word, .com. And I think you'll enjoy it. I personally recommend the daily version because I have so many things to do every day. If you just have a handful of things you have to do every day, you can try the weekly version. All right, that's it for today. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. You're welcome, Annette. And always remember to be beautiful because you are beautiful. Bye.